What's up, you guys? This is Rob from The Guy Plays, and today on The Daily Grind, we're going to be chatting about the overwhelming amount of content that is about to hit us in the face when PoE drops, and trying to figure out exactly where we should start. Now, before we do start, there's a little something right here that we need to talk about.
Good job.
That Zenistar is now officially Loki Lover, and Rio's PC account name is now Loki Lover.
Can we vote on this?
No, you can't go back.
It's done.
You set this up. You set this up. I can't even hear you right now.
It's done.
I cannot even hear you right now. There's another 100.
I quit.
Oh shit, y'all.
No! Do it! No! Oh my
Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I actually participated in the 100 Hours of Warframe charity stream this weekend. That's why you haven't seen any videos. It actually supported the National Breast Cancer Foundation, and during one of my 3 segments, I actually had to chop my hair for charity, which is all fine and good because let me let you know right now, in trade, I wasn't going to take this L alone. So Mr. Life of Rio is actually going to have to change his PC name to Loki Lover, and when PoE drops on PS4, he's going to have to change his Zenistar's name to Loki Lover for at least a month. So, you know, I don't feel so bad taking a hit alone. Alright, so let's jump right in because there is a ton of content to cover, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I am definitely kind of looking around and trying to figure out exactly where I want to start for you guys, but legitimately let's go ahead where I think I'm going to go first, and that is going to be Gaara, which is the new glass Warframe. So for those of you guys who don't know, Gaara kind of specializes in zoning out enemies. She has these little decoy mirrors that kind of come up that will explode and deal damage to enemies. She can also completely just blockade out enemies with her ultimate ability and also kind of stop any projectiles from coming in. She's also got a really cool defensive barrier that she can place on herself, on an ally, or on enemies to deal damage in an area of effect, and she's got this cool kind of like sword lash thing as her one ability, which seems pretty cool and synergizes with her ultimate ability, which cracks it and like throws it outwards, which is really interesting, and I want to see how it all kind of plays out in the actual field itself. I know that on a lot of the tile sets I think she'll be cool. She'll be really good for mobile defense, and anything where you kind of want to sit down and camp, but I want to see how she does in kind of like more movement-based mission types. Regardless, I think she's absolutely gorgeous, and I know a lot of you guys are going to want me to jump on that fashion frame ASAP, and I'm really excited for that too. That's one of the things that I really want to do, but I'm like, ooh, but on the list of things that we gotta cover, it's a little bit lower. Speaking of things that come out with glass frame, of course she has the glass frame weapon bundle, which is going to be the Astilla, which is the glass shotgun, which shoots out slugs that shatter upon impact, dealing area effect damage. That sounds really cool to me. The Volnus, which is the glass hammer that some of y'all were giving me shit in the comments about. They're like, it's an axe then, Rob, it's an axe. Well, on the site itself, it says glass hammer. So I'm just going with what DE says, okay? I'm sorry that I follow the rules and you guys want to make up your own shit. It says glass hammer on the site. I'm gonna go with glass hammer. Now we also have the Fusilia, which is a glass kunai, and this kind of like totally makes me want to redact my previous statement that, you know, you should just listen to DE, because they did come out, I believe it was during one of the streams, they did state that there is no actual semi-auto variation for this, even though a semi-auto variation is listed on the site. So just know it's going to be regular throwing knives, but it's going to have a lot of slash damage on it. So ignore my previous comment. Regardless, moving forward from that, we have 3 more weapons, right? So we have these 3, then we have 3 more, which is the Argonaut Grenier Rifle, which switches between semi-auto and full auto. In the semi-auto version, it actually outlines targets. It has this cool little laser sight thing, so it almost kind of pushes it into the sniper category. I don't know where its damage fall off is going to be, but it looks like a pretty cool weapon. I'm not super fond of like the whole Grenier aesthetic, so part of me is like, meh, you're looking kind of gross. I don't really know if I want to play you, but you know what does look cool is the Croaker and the Dual Croaker. Now, there was an interesting blurb in the actual text for the Croaker, and it said that it had like slashing capabilities, but it also has like a hook. So I'm not sure if that actually like goes and jives into anything, but they did specifically say, oh yeah, you can hook enemies with the blades, and I'm like, is that actually going to be a mechanic, or are you just kind of making some flavor text there because, you know, it's basically a dual sword? But regardless, to go ahead and go with the single sword and the dual sword, we actually have 4 new stances. So let's take count. We have a new Warframe, we have 6 new weapons, we have 4 new stances, a single sword, a dual sword, pole arms, and daggers. So I'm like, holy shit, right there is like a huge chunk of content as it is. Really excited to see how those play out, because I know that the single swords and dual swords have been a little bit bland. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't any other categories that, you know, need a little bit more zhuzhing up, but those ones to me were definitely kind of like meh, and the polearm one was too, so it's nice to see another one introduced, and I want to see how it all plays out and makes it a little bit more interesting for me, because as you guys know, and you guys can see it in the videos, I don't really use polearms too much, because I kind of find their moveset a little bit bland. I'm just saying. Now, to go along with all of those new melee weapon stances, we also have Hawk's Anvil. So, 6 weapons, a Warframe, 4 stances, all of the different possibilities of combinations that are gonna be in Hawk's Anvil. My brain is already hurting just at the thought of all of the content that I'm gonna have to create for this. It's given me a little bit of anxiety, so I need you guys to help me and let me know if there's anything that stands out to you guys that you guys really want me to cover. But to go along with Hawk's Anvil, he's not the only merchant there that's creating stuff for you. You know, we have a slew of weapons coming from him, but we also have arcane crafters. So there's that guy who's actually, well, I don't know if he's crafting arcanes per se, but I know that he deals in gems. And I know those gems can be used for resources, and I could have sworn that at the very bottom of the screen when they were actually taking a look during one of the streams, they showed these things that look dead on like arcanes. So I'm thinking that we've got an arcane crafter there as well. I'm not sure if it's for operators or if I'm not sure if it's for Warframes, but it's gonna be something regardless. I'm really interested in how that goes out. But in addition to that, so we now have the Hawk's Anvil, we have the Arcane Crafter, but we also have several new customizations that are coming out. We have, it looks like new color palettes for the pets. I believe that Rebecca tweeted out a tweet with the Feral Kavat skin that's also available, and then we have those mask customizations, which I'm assuming are going to be for our operators. So that's like a whole slew of another content that I'm like, oh my god, where am I going to go with this? Now, on top of all of that, there's also a lot of things that are going to be happening with the actual syndicate system of Cetus. So we're getting a whole new syndicate that we need to go ahead and grind rep with. So we're going to have to fish, we're going to have to do prospecting, we're going to have to bring things back, we're going to have to do favors off of the job board. That's a whole nother aspect of it. Auspect, because Ostron. So it's not aspect anymore, it's Auspect. But moving along from that, we also have the new set mods, which are going to be appearing in the job boards. So we have Augur, the Augur set, which is 6 mods. We have Gladiator, which is another 6 mods. And we have Vigilante, which is another 6 mods. So right there, that is 18 mods. If my math is right, please let it be right. So we have 18 mods, 4 new stances, we've got all of these weapons, and we're not even done yet because we haven't even talked about the operator customizations that are coming out, so we've got to take those into account. Plus, I believe, DE's trying to hide it, but you know, the operators are going to have like these weird hand weapon things, so we're going to have to level up those hand weapon things as well, so that's a thing that we need to add into there. And if those augments were different augments from what was in the Arcane Crafter, then we're going to have operator augments to toss on top of that, on top of the new focus schools that we're all going to need to take a look at. It's absolutely crazy. So that is just kind of like the stuff that's sitting there. We also have to kill these Eidolons, and I'm sure that there are some secrets that go along with that, because there's a whole nother syndicate that runs parallel to the Ostrons. I don't know if they're like opposing or if they're parallel, but there's the Quills that we need to learn about as well, that they're keeping really hush-hush, and I'm like, shit, we got all of that. And to top it off, we got the Mag Deluxe skin. The Mag Deluxe skin is literally like the nail in the goddamn coffin. And I'm like, where am I even gonna start? Where do I even start with all of this, you guys? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to end up seeing. And let me know what you guys are the most hyped up for too, because there are definitely certain things that I feel like I need to cover, just kind of like out of obligation. Like I want to make sure that everybody's aware of certain things. But on top of that, there are certain things that I really just want to cover because I really love it. Like I want to do fashion frame for glass frame. I want to go ahead and take a look at the Mag Deluxe skin, because you know I love making things look pretty, and I think it's gonna be awesome. And the new glass frame with the tintable glass is really gonna like, ooh, really something I want to play around with, and I'm gonna want to dump a whole bunch of format into her. But of course, I have to look at all of the new focus schools, which I'm really jazzed about, and then customizing our operators as well. My brain is fried just thinking about all the combinations. Let me know where you guys are going to end up starting. Let me know what you guys want me to go ahead and cover, because just looking at the list itself, there's so much, and I'm pretty sure that I might have forgotten something. But yeah, toss that in the comments below. Let's get the hype ready. It's coming this week. So whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Friday, they promised it to us by the end of the week. I'm crossing my fingers that they come in good with that promise, okay? I'm crossing my fingers. Regardless, I will chat with you guys soon, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll chat with you guys next time. Bye-bye!